What's good? What's poppin'? It's your boy Tommy B back again with another podcast. Welcome to the Chop Shop. Mondays do not fucking suck. Got a crazy podcast for y'all tonight. Super excited to do this one. I got an awesome interview with a B.A.R.Z legend. We're gonna be doing B.A.R.Z trivia. We're gonna do predictions for OGs versus new dogs. Maybe do some face-offs too if I can get some people on here that want to talk some shit. Yeah, ask the CEO, all the normal stuff we do on the Chop Shop, man. You already know, man. Thank you for tuning in. If you just tapping in right now, please give this a share. Let's get as many people in here as possible. You know how we do it over here, man. We're gonna play a song. I'm gonna share this link, and then we're gonna get right to it, man. So let's go. We playing Yeah, Yeah, Yeah by Rec McGuire featuring Tampa. I already played it like 3 or 4 times in a row. This has been on my playlist for some time now. So we're gonna play this track. We're gonna share a bunch of stuff. And then we're going to get right into this interview with my guests coming up. Let's get it. Hold up. Yeah. Shit. Hold up. Yeah. Shit. Hold up. Yeah. All right, five, bitch. Shot a ride shotgun with me like a 12-day park. Told her get off her ass, bitch, and help her sell these drugs. If you ain't fucking on the first night, you better use your mouth. Started handling up business, made nigga lose my count. You gotta stay focused with me, say. When a nigga flex, you better line him up, she say. Just hold him there, I'm on the turnpike, bitch, I'm on my way, like, who? What? Been my crypto going dumb. Took a 17-hour drive from Waco with a drum. Smell like a paint shop if I bust a paint up. Take shit where the ties at. In Carolina, where the guys at. Tell him put the shit on your gun. Face shot, go numb. I'm a slim nigga for the giant nigga. 3-5-4 phone. Don't fuck with no bum. If you cook the shit, you can keep the extras. I don't fight over no crumb. They love when you down bad, hate when you in your bag. No skeletons in my closet, just chrome heart with tags. Doing work on my new crib, I'm paying for it in cash. Doing work on my new bitch, I'm about to buy her ass. Shot a ride shotgun with me like a 12-day park. Told her get off her ass, bitch, and help her sell these drugs. If you ain't fucking on the first night, you better use your mouth. Started handling up business, made nigga lose my count. Yeah. Told her, you gotta stay focused with me, say. When a nigga flex, you better line him up, she said. Just hold him there, I'm on the turnpike, bitch, I'm on my way, like.
Ain't in the league with the rest. I know you hoes be pressed. Baddest bitch in the east, rawest bitch in the west. 25 in my bra, my nigga, I keep an F on my chest. You can keep that nigga hoe, I just want the neck. How the fuck you coming out the mouth? You don't even get out, bitch. Better learn your place right now. How you discussing about, bitch? If I want it, I get it, my nigga. It don't matter what the cost is. Chopper City Central, my nigga. My bitch knock off shit. Don't need a savior, I can't save it. If you ain't a eater, don't sit at my table. I ain't never asked a bitch for favors. Hold need a savior, but I can't save her. Nah. If you ain't a eater, don't sit at my table, bitch.
Shot a ride shotgun with me like a 12-day park. Told her get off her ass, bitch, and help her sell these drugs. If you ain't fucking on the first night, you better use your mouth. Started handling up business, made nigga lose my count. Told her, you gotta stay focused with me, say. When a nigga flex, you better line him up, she said. Just hold him there, I'm on the turnpike, bitch, I'm on my way, like.
Let's go. Rec McGuire, Tampa. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's on our YouTube channel. You want to play that back. That's been heavily in my rotation, in my playlist, man. Man, got a great fucking podcast for y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. I hope everyone had a great fucking Father's Day. I had a crazy Father's Day. I got brand new golf shoes. My daughters bought me golf shoes. You know you're getting old when your kids are buying you Father's Day presents, man. Really puts it in perspective, man. I'm super, super blessed to have 5 amazing children. 2 that are working nonstop, getting their bankroll up, and actually, showing love back to the parents, man. So, salute to my daughters, Lily, Peyton, love them.
great human beings, man. So proud of them. But yeah, happy Father's Day to everyone that has been, that has some dads, even the ones that are not allowed to see their kids. Still happy Father's Day to y'all. There's people out there that don't, get the privilege to see their kids and stuff, and regardless of what's happened in the past, every father deserves to be honored on that day. But yeah, man. I played golf on Father's Day. I had a fucking bomb ass fucking dinner. I had fucking, man, so many things went my way. I had drinks. Even, like, the whole weekend was lit, man. And I hope everyone had a great Father's Day as well. Salute to everyone tapping in once again, man. Fucking love each and every one of y'all. Let's fucking get to this interview. Speaking of great fucking fathers, my guest is a great fucking father. We chat as men in the inbox all the time about family, about life. I'm super excited to have this guest on. B.A.R.Z future Hall of Famer in my eyes. He should already be in it, if you ask me. I've actually voted for him in the B.A.R.Z committee a couple times. He just didn't make the cut. He's finally gonna get there. I think this is his year, man. He's won almost every fucking title in the league. You love him, you hate him. Lord Omnizilla, BlackZod, welcome to the motherfucking chop shop, my guy. How you doing?
Hey, brother, how you doing? I appreciate the words, man. And you know what I mean, to piggyback off the sentiments of Tom Bland, shout out to all the real dads. Happy Father's Day for the real ones. Every day is Father's Day. And like he said, for those who can't see your kids because of the struggle, it's unfortunate, but I've been there. And if you stay steadfast, you will make it through. Funny, Tommy, before we get into the interview, is I remember I had to go like 4 months without seeing my kids. And I was saying to myself through that journey that year, I was like, God willing, I'm going to chill with my kids for Father's Day. And I seen them a couple months before, but I took the picture. We went to this bowling alley and I was just cheesing because I spoke it into existence. A lot of people thought it would take longer, but on Father's Day, we was bowling, we was eating pizza, and we was chilling. So whatever your struggle is, if you're a good ass man, you'll make it through. And if you're a chumpsterling, a dusty thing,
A dusty thing?
a nothing twin, a cringe, you better just redo it, baby. Get your life together.
You like I said, I structure myself as a father, and you a structured father as well, man. And when we have our chats in the inbox, it's nothing but love, man. And fathers should do that, man. Talk about life, talk about their kids. You know what I mean? Help each other out, man. Because you a real one, man. A lot of people don't really realize how real you are, because you a good fucking dude, man. You've been here for a long time, man, like a long time. So we've had our heads bumped. We've been in and out of beefs. We've actually one time, and then we squashed it, and we've been good for like 5-6 years. So that shows a lot what kind of person you are, man. And you've been here a long time, man. You've been on one hell of a road. You just had a battle with King Stiz. Unfortunately, you have 2 votes against you right now, but still there's other judges to be weighed in. How do you feeling about that battle? How it went? How you think your opponent did? How do you think you did?
Um, yeah, I haven't even been checking in on the judges' post because it's one of the things that I do to stay centered. I'm gonna
Right.
say this. I think I'm the master of staying focused on my opponent. And too
Right.
many people get too many points for saying things that they could say to anyone. A lot of his bars, he could say to Black Adam. He could say to Black Eye Lightning. Hell, he could say it to a whole bunch of black people. Now, he did have opponent focus in certain places, but I just think I stayed more focused on my opponent. But I have a unorthodox way of punching, and some people don't like to think out the box. Sometimes I pay for it, and sometimes I don't. So I came into this matchup expecting to be considered an underdog, expected to be looking like as an underdog. So if I win, it'll be great. And if for some reason I don't, well, D Matrix, you're gonna have to deal with me. I'm gonna win another title shot, and I can't think of any time where I lost a title match 2 times in a row, with the exception of a 24/7 match with Halifax that I signed up back to back. I will see you on wax. I will avenge that loss. And when I kick your ass, Halifax, we'll be 2-2, and we'll need a
Talk that
tiebreaker.
shit. Talk that shit. You've been on one hell of a chase for this B.A.R.Z championship. You have shown consistency, not only consistency, but also determination. Like, a lot of people will, Because you put that big boy title on a pedestal. You're striving, you're reaching for that. What drives you to get that title? What drives you about this league? Because you are in other leagues, but this is your home league. You know what I mean? This is a league where you've kind of recreated yourself. You kind of went through the whole trials and tribulations over here. So what is it that makes you keep coming back to the league and keep trying to go at this title?
There's two reasons that BlackZod is who he is today. The first reason is my sister. She be rapping too. She's freaking ridiculous. She gave me my name based off of the fact that when she was listening to my music, it sounded like I wanted to be a hero, but I used a lot of references to comics and wrestling and so on and so forth. So she knew I wanted to be a superhero. So she told me about the Black Superman in I think it's Earth 2 or Earth 3 or whatever. And she's like, I think you should call yourself BlackZod. So that's the music part. The battle rap part is bars. So I dabbled with battling and so on and so forth all throughout my life when I was younger, into college and so on and so forth. But bars was a platform that fed into my greed to succeed and to show that I can master elements of hip hop all across the board. I always loved making jokes and rhyming with no beat, and I always loved doing it with a beat. And I also love making songs. So when I came across a league that just seemed like a gold mine of opportunity, I was stuck. To this day, there's no other league that can compete with this. There's others trying to mirror it, but there's never been a league that did it like this. And, it's home. And when you Google my name and you put battle rap, the first thing that they're going to talk about, mostly what they're going to talk about, is my accomplishments here. I have a chance to do something that nobody's done in history, which is to be a Grand Slam winner. Nobody is as close, and a lot of the other people that are as close are tired, retired, expired. Hey, Diverse, when you face adversity, you run. Me, I whine a little bit, and then I beat somebody's ass. That's the difference between me and a lot of these other MCs. Y'all could tell me that I lost 4-0 to Stiz, and I know it's going to be a lie. I'm not going to say that you're biased. I'm not going to say that you cheated. I am going to say that you're not listening, and you don't want to listen. But I'm very stubborn, and I'm going to keep punching your eardrum until it explodes. And when you hear that ringing pain, it is going to be for the sin that you committed against your Lord Omni. And that is the punishment that you're going to sustain. I'm not going nowhere, chumps. I only got 3 gray hairs and I'm 41. I had 6, but I shaved my beard. So.
You got me fucking, you got me beat by, man, my whole side of my head's fucking gray, man. I don't even want to talk about that. No, but you
probably really cool. I want my gray hairs, bro. Yeah, I'm jealous now.
You speaking by facts, though. You speaking by facts, though. Everything he's saying is complete facts, man. And I commend you for all that you've done for the league as well, man. That event that you did in fucking New York, not only as a rapper but as a guy behind the scenes. You put on a full event for the league. And we can't thank you enough for that. What was that like, man? The people that were there, like meeting guys that are, have these online personas, helping film, getting these battles going, man. What was that like for you to do that?
3 things that I realized about that event. One, for all you people that no-showed, you're an idiot. Because had you not no-showed, we would have had the greatest live battle in the history of all the battles. But we did have the greatest scene and background in the history of all battles. There were so many people that were trying to get me to do the same thing for their league, but it didn't happen. And the next time it happens, it's going to be for bars. The second thing, or the third thing, was we have to be one with the meteorologist. Because if it was just a little less windy, woo! So those are my only takes. So either we get a filter or something for the mic to make sure that is a non-factor, or we just plan it a little bit better around the weather. But we have to relive that because it was so epic. The way everybody was humble when they met up, people talking shit to each other, acting all gangster online, but then meeting up and understanding that we created history. And that just nullified any bullshit, and we got to the professionalism. And that is bars at its best.
Facts.
There's a lot of grimy, grungy people here, but when we know that we can collectively make history, it happens.
When I say bars fam, you're probably one of the epitome, the description of the bars fam member. That's you. See, there's people that are in bars, but then there's the bars fam, the guys that have been here through it all, the guys that have had trials and tribulations here. There are people that are just walk by or they use bars just to get their name out there and then they dip. You've been there, you've seen it all. We talking like what 2014? 18.
December of 2018 is when I debuted.
Yeah.
With a white wig on, trying to look Super Saiyan, holding my ribs because them shits was sore. And I'm like, how am I going to battle this Fezzo or Fizo the Beast, be entertaining and stiff? And then that's what I did. I put on my fake championship. I held my ribs with the damn white wig. And then it was almost like I was rapping like Rick James, trying to figure out what it was to be a battle rapper. And my bars were good, but Fezzo showed what it was to have the delivery of a battle rapper. And that was the start of my journey and still part of my journey now, is being able to mesh the combination of my originality and the format that created the juggernaut that battle rap is today.
I fucks with that, man. Because you've seen it all through bars. What would you say like your favorite era? I mean, it's hard to say what the eras were, but like maybe some fondest memories about the league. It doesn't really have to be about, I mean, it could involve you or
no. This is a good ass question. It's loaded, and I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. So maybe because I'm Bars fam, you can read a G's mind.
Yeah.
My favorite era of bars since I've been here was when I first got here, and then when you roll into the era where Beat Rocker was dominant as the On Wax champion. So when I was first here, man, it was popping. Even if there was a whole bunch of clicks, there was still so many opponents and people that were about that life and sharks that would go into the sea and go against their own team for the glory. Like the way the Warriors were. No, now, unfortunately, you chumpsterlings, you know what I mean? There's a Facebook Live title that is stagnant because you're lazy and scared. There's a diss track title that's stagnant because you're lazy and scared. There's a freestyle title that's stagnant because you're lazy and scared. Then we got people like Mo Fire, who I didn't like at first. I'm lying. I always liked Mo Fire, but he was in my way, so I had to be mean to him and make it seem like I didn't like him. But when you got an MC like that that's trying to kick down multiple doors and be in every division, that's who you guys should be trying to emulate. I don't know what you lazy chumpsterlings are doing nowadays. You get a little 1 win or 2 win, and you sit back in your chair and try to act like that you're a GOAT. That's not bars, bitch. Get your ass in every division that you can contribute to, and let's see how much you win then. And then you get to talk about the fact that you're on top. That's why Mo Fire is my only competition. King Stiz, you fucking chump. I love him, but you're still a fucking chump. Even if you beat me 4-0, you hoe, you still don't participate in enough divisions to be in the same position as Zod. That's why Mo Fire is getting on my nerves, because he can do everything, you fucking chump. Dusty. He's great though.
The Dusterlings, the Chumpsterlings, where did that come from, man? Because no one talks like that. You came up with that shit. How did that start?
The reason that came to be is because while I was at the peak of my powers, when I was going crazy in bars, which I low-key am again. I know I'm losing a little bit, but so what? There's fun in the process of rebuilding. But I kept trying to promote, and I kept responding to trolls with their language. F this, nigga that. Please don't ban my bro Tom Bland because I said the N-word. StreamYard, be this. Trying to match threat with threat. And I kept getting 30-day bans and 30-day bans. You know how annoying it is to have a 30-day ban when you just released an album or you got a championship battle in a league? That there's been times that I had a crazy-ass battle on bars and they banned me 30 days. I was so frustrated, bro. Because I couldn't do my promo properly. I literally had to create other pages to come in there. And people were like, oh, Zod's creating other pages so he can vote on himself. Zod's creating other pages because he's stupid and he fell for the trap of talking like you and got my damn thing suspended. So I was like, yo, I need to find another way to curse, another way to call people names that is going to exemplify me and not get me banned. And then I realized my real op are hood boogers. Hood boogers that are just a little bit too gully, too vulgar, and that make us promising citizens that are lyrical look bad. So I started thinking of all these words that I know would get on the hood's nerves. So I came up with the hood booger. Oh man, people want to fight over the hood booger. Calling a black man dusty when they're already dark, it really hurts their feelings. I'm like, if you would lotion and drink water, you wouldn't be so offended. But when you look at your knees and they're ashy, of course you're mad that I called you dusty, buddy. So I'm like, this shit is making people laugh, bro, and I'm still antagonizing battle rappers the way I would if I was talking just like them. So I'm like, yo, we gotta coin this. Then people inboxing me talking about, yo, you gotta get t-shirts, I want a hat. So then I'm like, yo, that's you. And that's why it's good to be yourself, folks. Because if you be yourself, like, you know what I mean, there might be trials and tribulations that you don't fit in with the club. But when you burst out of the bubble, you know what I mean, all of a sudden people want to be a part of your huddle. And that's why I'm still doing what I'm doing, because like I'm like, damn, bro, I literally have my own language that people was hating on at first, but now it's just so funny with my shenanigans that they're rocking with it. So it works.
No, I mean that's a great story, man. I had to ask because that's something like, you know, it's funny as fuck. Every time you say it and you go off on your rants, I think it's fucking hilarious. And we need that, man. That shows how original you are and what kind of character you have. You know what I mean? So, you know, salute to that, man. That makes me laugh every time I hear you say that shit. So you're currently 43-19. That's your singles division record. All the other divisions, you know, without all the fucking division owners that have come and gone, unfortunately, we lost all the all-time stuff in the other division. But you have been doing a lot of work in every division, man. You are by far, like, let's talk accolades. And I'll probably butcher it, but you've had every title except for the bangers division and the singles division title. So you've held the tag team titles probably numerous times. You've held the freestyle division twice. The freestyle division championship, you've held that numerous of times. The 24/7, God, I don't even know if I can count that high. You know, diss track division, you had that. What else did we have? The banger division has eluded you. You've been trying with the bangers. Unfortunately, you know, you lost in the banger tournament, but it is what it is. It's one of those things where if you get hot, you get in there, and you just keep on racking different like you have the most wins in singles division history. Like you have so many accolades. What's your favorite accolade? What one's the most important to you?
My favorite accolade is continuously being unseated as the jack of all divisions, which is why I was trying to get the 24/7 title to be grandfathered into the 3 stages of hell, because you guys are too lazy to be able to contribute to a 24 division where you don't know which division you have to defend on a given day. That is when, to me, that title became the most prestigious. I love the way it started, but evolution is evolution. So shout out to RD. I don't know, he'd be going off the deep end. I haven't heard from him for a while, but we can give him kudos or it's a Dabs actually, which is another crazy ass chunk swing. So even the enemies knew what B.A.R.Z was about and contributed before they were banned or left or whatever the hell's wrong with you guys. But when that title became that title, I was like, this is the title. And no disrespect to you, Tommy, because you created B.A.R.Z. So obviously the singles title is the title. But for me as a competitor, this title was what happened when the WWE decided to have the red belt and the blue belt, or when they had the they had the world title that they awarded to Triple H, and then they had the undisputed title. So to me, the 24/7 title has always been the undisputed title, and still in ranking with the singles, because you have to be able to master every division to truly hold it.
Yeah, I love that. And I don't even know how many years in a row you've won the Jack of all divisions. I gotta say
3.
At least Yeah, like you've been on a run with that, and there are guys that kind of, Joe Piff was one of them. Mo Fire is another one that's really your competition when it came to like battling in multiple divisions. But yeah, you're the type of guy that it doesn't matter who you are, what division it is, you're gonna do it. A lot of people say that you overbook yourself and you oversaturate yourself. What do you have to say to those people? And your style of battle rap too, like you freestyle a lot. Like majority of the time, are you freestyling when you do the singles, or you kind of just how you feel? Like where you at with that? Do you write?
No,
Write
the majority of times that I'm doing the singles, I'm literally writing. But I'm writing like BlackZod. I'm not writing like Arsenal. I'm not writing like Twerk. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not writing like any of those people. I'm writing like me, and it's a gift and a curse.
So, for some people that don't understand, because some people will listen to you rap and they'll be like, "Oh, this guy's trash," and then some people will be like, "Oh man, if you really sit and listen to what he's saying, it's fucking fire." And the way you do it, you're very unorthodox. You have that. I don't know what it's called, but you. How would you explain your style and your to make people understand? The people that don't understand, because there's a lot of them. How do you make these people understand what you're doing when it comes to this battle rap shit?
I command the moment. Other people need months and months and months to prep for the moment. The minute I know the moment is created, I'm prepping for it.
And like you're layered, your bars are layered, you got really good structure. The metaphors and punchlines that you've been working on has been incredible too throughout the years. What do you think is your best attribute when it comes to this battle rap shit?
My best attribute when it comes to battle rap?
Yeah.
My originality and my opponent focus. I don't think people get enough credit for conjuring bars that have to be straight for their op. And because of that, I feel like people are getting too much credit for filler bars. These battle rappers, they got shows that they know show, they got opponents that they know that no showed them, and they'll take that material and they'll recycle it and they'll use it against their new op. I never do anything like that. Once I find out I have a new opponent, I'm going to that particular opponent. I'm studying them, and everything that I'm conjuring is for them at the moment. So that would be what my opinion is in terms of what separates me from other people and what makes me better than other people, is that you can't take my round for you and put it to anyone else. You know it's you. You get salty in your promo, you get salty after the battle because you know it's for you.
Facts. You're very strategic in what you do, and you definitely are opponent focused, and that's important. A lot of rappers don't actually like fucking pay attention to that. They'll just start writing some bars and making it sound cool, but you actually write towards your opponent. So that's something a lot of people could learn from you. Going back to the superhero stuff, there's your arch rivals, your arch nemesis, and then your allies. You've been in bars a long time. You've had a lot of friends, a lot of enemies. Who would you say is your top 3 allies that you've met in the league? And who do you think is your top 3 enemies that you've come across in the league?
Top 3 allies. This is going to shock a lot of people because right now, and I'm going to say one name and they're going to wonder where the other name is, but I have my reasons. So it would be Stigma, Joe Piff, and here comes a shocker, Mo Fire.
Oh, shit. And we're talking all time. Like, you've been in a lot. It's cool to hear that because Joe Piff and Mo Fire are like kind of like new to the league. So you're like, you're gelling with these guys.
No, we just talking about allies. We're not talking about brothers because that's a whole different conversation. Some of you are legitimately in my family. Like, I would invite you to my house, and as long as you got a spouse, because I don't chill with single niggas, I'm gonna beat them up. I would invite you to my house with your spouse, with my spouse, and we gonna kick it. I'm gonna cook for you. We gonna chill. You know what I mean? That's Tommy. That's Guns.
Salute.
That's Polo. So gentlemen like y'all are my family. Y'all could come to the crib.
Appreciate
So so I didn't. Y'all are on a different tier. But in terms of allies, right now, those would be my three. So two of them are my allies because one of the things that bond men the strongest is when they get to the point where they were enemies and they move past that point because of how much respect they have for one another.
Facts.
That is literally all three of those people. Stigma, Joe Piff, and Mo Fire. They are also my three most formidable opponents. King Stiz, don't get mad.
Ooh.
I know that the battle rap world likes to choose you because of your format, but honestly, you're not better than me. You're just not. We could look at Tarver versus Roy Jones. Tarver won 2 out of the 3 battles, but nobody in their right mind would say that Tarver was better than Jones. So Stiz, you're not better than me. But Stigma, Joe Piff, and Mo Fire, they annoyed me enough to make me think, could these guys really be better than me? And then for us to be homies afterwards. I know Stigma's like, where's Rhyme Clops? I love Rhyme Clops, but Rhyme Clops be a little too shaky for me when he's emotional. Stigma's not. I wish you would have stayed in the On Wax tournament, Stigma, because I still had to kick your ass for not evaluating my round against Tony Gates properly and being the reason that I lost. And then you decided that you had some emergency and you had to step out of the On Wax. Well, Stigma, you fucking chump, I love you. But if I win the On Wax title, I would like to grandfather you with the first opportunity because I need to kick your ass for underestimating my fucking pen, my friend. So yeah, those are my 3 allies, bro.
Who are your 3 enemies? Top 3 enemies of all time, and it's got to be this guy because this is he's here, and I think so. He's probably one of your top 3 enemies.
The irony: Swake is not my enemy. We buried the hatchet a couple weeks ago on a fire ass freestyle segment that we did, which I actually needed that night because I was stressed out. And then him and because I was pissed off with him and Devlino. We're not going to talk about it right now because it's gonna muster up unneeded emotions. But Devlino did something that pissed me off. I felt like Swake defended him, although Swake said he didn't. So you know what I mean? I took it out on Swake too. I will say this, I'm very protective over my family and those who I love. And if I feel like you even come for them even a little bit, or you try to step even a little bit of a sniff into my kingdom, I'm coming for you. But we came to an understanding. We reunited off of battle rap and hip hop. And it's all love with Swake. My number one enemy is Diverse. Diverse, if I saw you in person, we would box. I would beat your face in, you're a bitch. That's my number one enemy in bars. My second enemy is not really an enemy. He secretly likes me on the low. He doesn't want to admit it, but I know he does. And that's Tony Gates. I dislike you because you shouldn't have beat me, and you know it. You went on the post and bitched after I got to vote so that you can spin the narrative because, you know, that's what people do against Zod. And we go back and forth in a way because he, for some reason, thinks he's more street credible than me, which it's not because he's white. It's because of the way he fucking talks. I'm like, bitch.
So yo, Zod, I hate to cut you off, brother. But I gotta go deal with something right quick. So I'm gonna play something. Just give me 5 minutes. I just gotta deal with something just happened outside.
Nah, it's good. I'm still finishing up dinner. I got 5 minutes.
All right,
It's
so yeah,
banging,
do
dude.
what you gotta do. My apologies to the people watching. Just gotta go deal with something. I'll be back in 5 minutes. So I'll play the highlight reel that we just put together.
Before Tommy goes, look at this food I'm making for me and wifey. This is your background too. You feel me? And then he's gonna go do his thing.
Yeah. All right.
To the arena, where only the strongest survive.
This 300 blackout sends you rounds like Persian archers, while you acting like Leonidas at the forefront as if you've earned the honors. So I'm here to dim your lights until you die with your eyes wide open. Try my focus. I'm kicking you dead in the chest and watching you fall into eternal darkness. This is what I've learned from all this. You deserve a shallow grave. It's a shame I only get to kill you once. I've got 1,000 ways. Bind this clown with chains, gouged with blades. Jump around Joey, won't make it out of this house of pain. An immeasurable waste of oxygen-breathing slime ball, pile of dog shit human without an ounce of shame. Wow, you're lame. The only reason Piff loud is because he shouts his name. I really hope that the day you finally find peace and come out as gay, you fall mortally ill and find out it's AIDS. Hey, does Danny Myers know that you're a bandwagon dickmonger? Does he know that you're a selfish, disloyal, clinging to coattails click hopper? Things are only getting stranger as I flip your world upside down. It's a new sheriff in town. I'm Jim Hopper.
The first step. Make me anxious and I'm crashing out on your family tree. That's a nervous wreck. 2MG, if I'm in pain, pill. That's a Percocets. And if the hunter's after you, that's a trap for thinking this on the net. You told Joe you were playing Pokemon Go, but we all know that was code for chasing the dragon. You keep saying you gon' cook. Shit, I thought you was relaxing. You know what they say, once an addict, always an addict. Oh, tragic. So full of himself, I bet he could pull a rock out of his ass like it's magic. You said you was half gay sucking a man's dick. You said a man spilled his beer on your Timbs and you ain't did shit. You said some man wanted you dead because you battled dressed like a bitch. Well, it seems like for this pussy, that's just an everyday fit. I saw your promo punching your ex. Last, because I'm with the shit. Let's see where the shot put. I'm spinning with the grip. Your own family was burning crosses. Now, I don't think you Ku Klux Klan, but I do think you turn an eye because you cool with such fame.
See, the way that you rap, I'm going to be honest, it really ain't that hard. No, for real. I mean, it's stupid easy to do. Y'all don't believe me? All right, cool. Watch this. I'll catch his mom, leaving Harris Teeter, grabbing beat her, stabbing feet her dick until she snaps her fingers. She was walking with his aunt, so I had the boys grabbing Tima, threw his daughter in the trunk to kidnap and clean her. And these are the type of niggas y'all want to champion? Somebody who can't hit their target, gotta take long pauses because they gotta remember to read. My bad, stupid nigga. Remember to breathe. This is easy, believe me. Leave me be, or you'll catch a ball head. It's a 40-something. You should be able to speak through it easy. I leave you leaking all over the street like Drake last project. All I need is one punch of that super hot fire to array. Next CDs are not threats. These are promises. Honest, bitch. I am not the one that you want to start flocking with.
Hey, yo, you battling beware. I hope you ready to die, contacts. The 4-5, I'll put you way up in the sky, contacts. Nothing but shooters in my phone, saved in my contacts. Even if I did the battle without the glasses, you could never see eye contacts. Hey, this nigga posted a picture of his daughter. He was happy she could hold a bottle. I said, oh, how adorable. Now let's see if she can hold a hollow. He had a baby by that bum-ass bitch. He should have told her swallow. That hoe built like a Chevy Tahoe, the older model. Hey, he had an altercation in Texas. His whole clique got jumped. There was no retaliation or nothing. Not shit got done. He said, I got a daughter to live for. So what if my lip got lumped? Well, I guess I'm a deadbeat because I'm with my gun more than I'm with my son.
Oh, I just did fucking Garnet dirty. My bad, Garnet, but we got a show to run. I appreciate everyone staying, man. My bad, Zod. You still here, my guy?
Oh, yeah. I'm just preparing this plate. Feel me? No, I told you that I was cool.
I had to go handle some business outside. There's some fucking drug addicts in the front of my house. So I had to go and fucking.
Oh, come on. You a family man. You already know what time it is, bro. I would run up out the crib early, bro. So
like,
you did what you were supposed to do.
The fucking, I'm telling you, the fentanyl problem right now. I'm all fucking, my heart's racing because I was fucking worked up. Yeah, fucking, the fentanyl problem where I'm at right now is fucking crazy, man. And it's getting worse and worse and worse. I'm getting sick of living in this area. I gotta go fucking up north somewhere, man. It's fucking retarded. But I'm here, man. I'm still here. We're good. We good. Sorry to cut you off.
We can actually feed off of this, man. So to piggyback off of some real dad shit. you know, and give myself shameless self promotion at the same time, but being dead ass serious. I'm the same way. This neighborhood that I'm in now is cool. The house is nice. There's a lot of benefits to it. But the hood boogers make me mad sometimes because when you're a king, you want your family to live in a castle. And that's one of the things that is associated with my album, R.I.P. Chumpswin. Speaking of being weird, that album is associated with me attacking people like that. And I know there's mental illness, bro, and so on and so forth, but we all are crazy on the low, and you have a responsibility to handle it properly. So when you in the streets and you being dangerous and you know there's children and women and even weak men and elderly around and you can't conduct yourself properly, you're a piece of shit. And that's what we don't need to exemplify in hip hop. So
Facts.
shout out to all you bum ass druggies, you drill rappers, you rapists like Mystical, who I hope you get raped in jail 22 times for the 22 years that you're there, you piece of shit. Like those people gotta go. So again, shout out to good people and artists. And you know, hopefully you get to where you need to go, bro, where your family is as safe as possible. But I already know they are, because I don't call Tommy mob boss Tommy for no reason. Ain't nobody fucking with his family and gonna be able to get away with that. So
Absolutely.
you know what I mean? Don't make us have to run up on you, but Tommy already gonna chop you up. So I don't know, you know, you probably gonna be gone.
With a name like Tommy. I know, I'm just joking. But yo, we went so we talked about antonym.
We were briefly talking about Tony Gates before you left. So and you were playing his clip first because I guess you wanted to be a Brad brother tonight. It's fine. It's just
No, I pulled something up quick, man. And I am gonna do a
no,
highlight reel.
it's hilarious. That was fired by him though, but a Roach, I think you got to battle him for New Dogs. If you pay very close attention to what Tony Gates does, you can beat him. If you don't pay attention to what he does, then he's going to beat you with disrespect and multis. Oops, did I say that out loud?
Uh-oh. We're gonna get into these. We're gonna get into these predictions. That's what's up next. But like, yeah, final question for you, man. What's your goals going forward in bars, and what is something that you want to tell the people about the league?
My goals going forward in bars is to become a Grand Slam champion before this champion Mo Fire camp. What I want to say to the people in bars is I don't want to hear you bragging about none of your accolades if you're not fully equipped to maintain the honor of the league, which is signing up for every division that you can. If you make songs and you diss people, a cappella and on wax, then you have a responsibility to prove what type of MC that you are and prove that you are the most versatile person here. Stop sitting up in the chats, running your mouth and chatting till 3 o'clock in the morning, doing a sausage fest and not prepping your rounds and making sure that this room circulates the way it's supposed to. So show me who you really are. Show me what type of warrior you are, or just be lazy and stay in your little comfortable position in division, always in the fucking chats, running your mouth instead of doing promo and signing up for these matches.
Talk that shit. Love it. Love it. You heard it here first, man. Zod told you the real shit. He told you how it is. So this Saturday, man, it came up quick. OGs versus New Dogs. You've been a part of a lot of OGs versus New Dogs. For those who don't know what that event is about, it's literally our rookies, our top sophomores, and our top third years go up against B.A.R.Z veterans, any rapper that's been here over 3 years, against the New Dog or the OGs. And basically the winning team gets a title shot. If you win, you could be a part of the winning team, but if you didn't win your battle, you do not get a title shot. So there's a lot at stake. And that's what makes bars so crazy. And that title shot goes for every fucking division in the league. Zod, you win, you're battling Primero. If you beat Primero and your team wins, what title are you going for? Because you already got another title, possibly another title shot against Zod, or against Zod, sorry, against D Matrix. If you beat her, you get another shot at rather Stiz, or you could be a champ right now. Who knows? The judges can bounce back. So, if you do win, what are you thinking, man?
So naturally, I'm gonna be slick and I got to go after the title that is going to take me the longest to be able to earn the shot at again, which is likely going to be Banger. So if I'm able to sustain my victory and my team wins, I'm cashing in on the Banger. I'm just going to listen to whatever criticism I got from other people, minus that one judge because he was a bitch, and try to just make sure my song is more universal. Although, ironically, this is why sometimes I'm annoyed when judges don't know the room because the artists in the room love the song because they realize that I made a party song for us. But then one person got it and the other person didn't. So
Right.
I have to find a more universal way of getting the job done. But it's just funny to me, and maybe in the comments y'all could discuss this even when I'm off camera. What is a banger to you? Because it went from being the best type of party song or street banger to to it being the best song. And this is going to confuse an artist in terms of knowing what to release for the tournament. Because that's why I went the angle that I went. I'm like, man, I got to go for a party song because if I go for something that's too lyrical, then all of a sudden it's not a banger. So we should define what a banger is. But shout out to Mo Fire, you know what I mean? I'm still gonna make a music video for that song. I will be hitting up some of you people. I do need you to just kind of like pose for me in whatever cool way you gotta pose for me so I can artificially add you into the video. So when I'm talking about the different artists in the song, that y'all can all be a part of it. But yeah, it's gonna be the banger, bro.
That's what's up. I mean, I'm excited for that, man. I want to see the video. That's gonna be dope. And I think if you get that fucking big title and then you use it on bangers, you'll complete the fucking grand slam, man. That'd be something special. No one's ever done that, so that's a big deal, man. And no one's even come close. Zod, our Diverse is the only other closest person to doing that. So we're gonna get into these battles. Primero wants me to let the whole fucking card go. Unfortunately, I do not have the flyer ready, so I can't drop the whole fucking card, but I am going to drop every single battle. We're going to talk about each battle. We're going to have predictions. You're going to hear my prediction and you're going to hear Zod's prediction for this event. We're going to start with the main event. I do not have a co-main event for this. There's a lot of really good battles that could be co-main event. I'm going with the main event, King Stiz versus B.A.R.Z. I'm just going with the B.A.R.Z champion so far. It could have changed. It could have changed, but obviously we didn't get a clear winner yet, so it could have been Zod up there, but the champ always gets to shine on these cards when he's booked. King Stiz versus B.A.R.Z. Zod, who you got, my guy?
I don't know. I'm on the fence. I think B.A.R.Z. might have been exposed for what he does. So due to the versatility that King Stiz has, I might edge it to King Stiz. The only thing I'm questioning, are we gonna get the King Stiz that face SC Trap, where he's feeling like he's on a high horse and he relaxes? Because if he does, B.A.R.Z. is gonna be so disrespectful that he's done. If he still has a chip on his shoulder, he's gonna notice that B.A.R.Z. is gonna try to be as disrespectful as possible, nullify that, and edge it. Right now, I got to give it to King Stiz, though. I think he's the more seasoned MC.
I'm with you on that. This is not a title match, and and for those who don't know, if the champion decides he wants to battle you non-title, if you can beat the champion, then we can talk title match. But until that happens, that hasn't happened yet, and again, it's totally up to the title holder as well. So, if B.A.R.Z. beats King Stiz, you may see it for the title, but you may not. Who knows if he even holds that title? So it all depends on how serious Stiz takes it. Stiz wanted this battle. He said, I want to be on the next card. Who do you got for me? He's like, he gave me 3 names. I said, these are your possibilities. And B.A.R.Z. was his first choice. So he wants this battle. So that means we're going to get the Stiz that wants to win this battle. He really fucks with what B.A.R.Z. does and his style of battle rap. So, is he gonna fucking give us, the main event King Stiz? I think so. And with that being said, I feel like B.A.R.Z., this is his time to shine. This is like, regardless of his losses that he's had, because whether you've been following him or not, he's like 6-6. He's lost 6 battles. He's won 6 battles. The battles that he's won he's looked spectacular. And in the battles that he's lost, he's looked sub. So, these guys, it's really going to come down to who wants it more. And I think King Stiz is going to want it more. But, talent wise, I think Stiz is a better rapper right now. So I'm with you on that, man. So that's a win for the OGs in our opinion. Moving on, this may be co-main event. I'm not sure if it's co-main event. Like I said, there's lots of battles that could be co-main event. This battle was just booked not too long ago. Stigma versus Garnet. Stigma obviously is the OG. Garnet's his second year here in the league. He's a new dog. This is a diss track battle, so we go into a whole different style of battle. Garnet makes music. He's made diss tracks before. Stigma, we all know what he could do. Who you got, Zod?
Stigma is going to violate him. And it seems like Stigma is mad for whatever reason. And I don't think Garnet understands that Stigma is naturally a nice person. So whatever you did to get him mad, I think you're going to pay in ways that you're not quite ready for. Like, no disrespect to Mo Fire, because Mo Fire is fire. But when it comes to being on a beat, there's not too many people that can compete with Stigma. And if he's mad, I don't think Garnet is going to be able to match his energy. And they're going to get embarrassed. And I think Garnet back. I think he could. But he hasn't shown in his delivery that he's going to be able to match the he's in the post that Stigma is going to deliver. And Stigma can be just as disrespectful, if not more.
Yeah, I don't know if your Wi-Fi is fucking up. You were kind of robotic, kind of. So I'm not sure if your Wi-Fi or if you went away from your box, but maybe it's just a thing. But you good now, so you were. But I got you. You think Stigma's gonna violate him? I'm not too far from you either. Like, but I think Garnet has showed us a lot since he's been here. I think he's become one of these guys that if you don't take him fucking serious, he's gonna beat you. Stigma has never been a guy to not do that. You know what I mean? He's always brought his best to any opponent that he's had. Going off of what he did in the Battle Royal, I mean, if you look at his work and what he did, how he's more polished, he's more seasoned. I think Stigma's got it clear as well. But again, this is kind of like it's kind of like the Mo Fire battle for Garnet. He has to shock the world. He has to be one of these guys that is just going to be, he's one of the biggest underdogs on the card. He's got to be able to, show that he's got what it takes to beat him. He's got to do his homework. This battle was booked, and this might work for Garnet's advantage because this battle wasn't booked too long ago. So they're both on short prep. That could help him. But Stigma's just on a different level, man. It's just, especially taking him in a diss track battle. I would have took him in a fucking singles battle. He would have had a better chance battling him in the singles. But it is what it is. They both agreed to diss track. So yeah, we both got Stigma. It's looking like the OGs are 2-0 right now in our fucking predictions. Moving on, semifinals of the banger division. We have the OG Mayhem going up against the new dog Mo Fire. Winner moves on to the bracket finals, man. A lot can happen here. Banger battles are very, very, very difficult to call, especially with predictions. You never know. You really got to just go down to who you feel makes better music. And I will talk to you about the banger division, what you're saying, what classifies as a banger. Originally, when we first started this division, shout out to Andy Crisp. Keep that in your brain. Andy Crisp started the banger division. He came up with the name. The name was not supposed to be the banger, like what a banger is. Everyone knows what a banger is. It's a great fucking song that fucking gets you pumped up. That's not the route we went. When he wanted to make that, it was just a catchy name for the song versus song. It is song versus song. Some people do get it kind of confused, like it's called a banger. It should be a high intensity song. No, we try to get the battles, we try to get them booked accordingly, and we try to get the songs match them. Well, it's really the best song. So anyone that's got twisted, that's the criteria for the banger division. But that is something that may change in the future because I am going to pass on the banger division to someone. And there's once I'm done the tournament, we established a champion. We got the division back up and popping. Then I can walk away and focus on another division. And that's kind of what I'm going to do. So if you're looking to run the bangers division, anyone that's interested, definitely hit me up after this tournament. But we got Mayhem versus Mo Fire. Zod, who you got, my guy?
Mayhem is more versatile. But if he's too overconfident with the link he shares, Mo Fire is going to win. If Mayhem could just be humble and really pick his best song, I don't I think Mayhem is, and I'm tooting my own horn, but I don't care. I think Mayhem is on the level of me when it comes to the different type of songs that he can do and how good they sound. And he is a great engineer. Mo Fire is a great lyricist, but even the song that they picked to beat mine, his quality wasn't even as good as mine. And I notice sometimes that his quality suffers. The levels are good, but Mayhem sounds like he's in a professional studio. Mo Fire doesn't always sound like that. And as you get further into the tournament, stuff like that is going to matter. So I think Mayhem might shock people and edge him because I think he's a better overall recording artist. He doesn't necessarily have better lyrics, but I would give him the edge in better songs.
I think it really comes down to what kind of song they use. If Mayhem uses a hood track, a hood banger, Mo Fire's got to counter that with like a real life, really dope song. You know what I mean? Because if he goes club banger or hood banger with Mayhem, I don't think Mayhem or Mo Fire can win. But then again, Mo Fire has some fucking hot tracks too, man. It's a tough one because again, it's gonna come down to preference.
Yeah, he does have tough tracks, but I think Mayhem can touch on like he can get deeper in lyricism and still have a banger than Mo Fire, in my opinion. And again, Mo Fire is a fire lyricist, so I'm not saying that his pen lacks substance. I'm saying the things that he talks about.
Right.
He's not as vast in terms of his categories.
Right. And music quality studio time, and you're right. I agree with you that when it comes down to it, the judges gotta be nitpicky, and something like a better mix might win this battle. But with the way Mo Fire's been lately, just dominating and winning every battle, it's hard to go against him. So I'm gonna go with Mo Fire on that one.
Good. No wrong decision there.
No, it's really anyone's game on that one. Especially when you get to the final four, it's really anyone's game. Again, final four, semifinals on the other side of the bracket, SWAT K versus Santana the G. Santana the G has a lot of really good songs. SWAT K has a lot of good songs. Who do you think is gonna win this one?
I think SWAT K is gonna win.
Okay.
I may hate on SWAT K sometimes because I say he sounds like another artist, but he defines the banger division in terms of the way he delivers and the songs that he has. It's going to be very hard for somebody to beat him if he's fully focused on making a banger. So he's my sleeper to win the whole thing.
I had it SWAT K and Mo Fire in the finals. I have it the same way. I think SWAT K is going to beat Santana the G. But Santana the G, I think, again, we got to get nitpicky here. I feel like Santana's mixes and songs sound a lot cleaner than SWAT K's. I think SWAT K's got to take this song that he uses and he's got to take it to someone to mix it properly.
Because that Santana G is Mayhem's family, so they're either mixing for each other or they're teaching each other. So yeah, that's why their quality is so. I've done songs with Mayhem and Core, like you know what I mean. The quality gonna be top notch. They don't play around with that.
And Santana's not really in bars. He's kind of Mayhem wants to bring him in here. He hasn't really like been active or even like commented on anything to do with bars, but his music's good. He's got a great catalog. So he definitely, like I said, when we get to the nitty gritty, the bottom four, anyone can win this tournament now. All of them are very talented. All of them have really good music. So it's really going to come down to preference. It's not going to be who's the better rapper. It's going to be who makes the better song. That's really what it's going to come down to. Moving on, Antonym versus Roach.com. That's a goodie right there. Who you got?
Roach.com is my brother. In order for him to win this match, he has to be the best roaster he's ever been in this room. Because Antonym is full of himself and he's full of multis and disrespect. So Roach can be disrespectful, but he's going to have to tap into a whole different type of demon. He doesn't need to be a Roach. He needs to be a fucking Stranger Thing monster. He needs to be a sci-fi maniacal trying to take over the world type of monster. Because Antonym doesn't have a conscience. Now, the thing about Roach is that he's going to have a hard time digging up information on him. And when he finds information on you, he's more lethal. When he doesn't have the information, he has to fabricate his disrespect. If Roach can use that to his advantage, he could win. But yeah, he has to be a whole different monster right now. Because Tony is annoying and he's consistent.
Shout out to my man Antonym, man. That's one of my really close guys in here, man. That's my boy. Antonym, like I said, he's 4-0 in the singles division. He's very fucking confident right now. And he's figuring it out. He still hasn't figured out everything about battle rap. And once he gets there, man, I'm telling y'all are fucked. I think this battle is going to come down to structure. I think delivery is going to be one of these things. Roach.com is not the greatest when it comes to delivery. You either like it or you don't like it. If he's up there screaming, it may not work against Antonym. If Antonym sits there and talks to him like the way he did to Joe Piff, I think Antonym could win this. But Roach has been doing his thing in the live scene. This is where and I agree with you. If Antonym can't find anything on Roach, it's going to be hard for him to craft around because he feeds off information. That's what he did with Joe Piff, and that's what got him the win. So Roach has been slowly battling live and just getting shit done. You know what I mean? Really, really making something out of himself in the live scene. So it's a really tough choice, but this is an online battle. You got to go with the hot hand, in my opinion, and Antonym's the hot hand right now in the online battle. So that's who I'm going with. But he went with hopefully he comes back. I'm going with Antonym. He's going with Roach. That's the second time we've disagreed. We kind of on the same wavelength. So, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. I'll talk about the next battle. I'm sure he's going to pop up. MoFire versus D-Matrix. MoFire is going to win the battle, but D-Matrix has to be the best D-Matrix we've ever seen. This is the biggest opponent she's ever had. I didn't want to book this battle because I feel like D wasn't ready for the caliber of MoFire. I mean, look at MoFire. Top of the power rankings. He hasn't lost a battle in God knows how long. He's undefeated in the singles division. This is a singles battle, by the way. He's just a different level. We're going to need the Monica D versus Smoke Often. That's the type of Monica we're going to need. Monica's working on her stuff, but is it going to be enough to beat someone like MoFire? And I just don't see it. No disrespect to Monica. I'm sure she's in the comments, and I'm sure she's going to use that as motivation and feed off of it, but it's just different levels. You know what I mean? Like I said, me personally, I did not want to book this battle, but she wants the battle. MoFire agreed to it, so we're going to maybe make it happen. But yeah, I can't see D-Matrix winning. I want to see her win, of course. But does she have the tools? And I don't think she has the tools to do it right now. I still feel like she's mid-card. She's still learning. Her delivery needs to happen, still needs work. She is getting better. She's definitely a lot better than she used to be. Trust me, she couldn't string together, 4 or 5 words without stumbling. She's just not there yet. And will she ever get there? Who knows? Because now apparently I'm hearing through the grapevine that she may retire. So we'll see. I wish her luck, but I just don't see it, man. I really don't. So I'm gonna go with MoFire. And yeah, I'll move on to the next one. And when Zod comes back on, we'll talk about the other ones. Rhyme Clots versus Supa. A lot of people do not fuck with Supa. The Hunters have really crafted Supa. I feel like he's really become a different rapper when it comes to battling now. I feel like the Hunters have done him a world of difference. He's becoming dangerous. And I feel like his delivery does fuck him up a bit, but then Rhymeclops has a kind of a awkward delivery too that a lot of people might not fuck with, some judges, when they get picky. But Rhymeclops is Maltese, and the way Rhymeclops just been on a tear. It is very, very, very hard for me to go against him. I'm not going to go against him. I can't see Rhymeclops win, but I will say that this battle is going to be closer than a lot of people. are making it out to be. Ramklops is not one of these opponents that has to be taken lightly, and I feel like Supa's really taking his battle serious. And I think Zod left as soon as he gave me his vote. That's hilarious. But Supa is getting a lot better compared to his first battle here. I feel like this is a big motivation battle for him. He wanted this battle. That'd be a big win for Supa if he gets it over Ramklops, but I can't see anyone. I can't see him beating Ramklops. Moving on. Hopefully Zod comes back. He did leave when I said Antonim's gonna win, but hey, if that's really what it is. BlackZod versus Primero. Primero coming off a loss. We haven't seen him lose before. Will that give him the fire to beat Zod? Zod's battle versus Stiz was good, but it wasn't that next level Zod which we needed. I feel like he needs that to beat Primero. Will we see it? I don't know. But Primero is definitely one of these guys that's just different than every opponent he battles. I mean, if Zod goes the gay route and all this gay bashing bars, I don't think that's gonna work for him. I think he has to out rap Primero, and I don't know if he can. I think Primero is just a little bit more. Not even more seasoned because he's not. He's newer than Zod, but like I don't know. Maybe I think he just punches better. I feel like his material's better. It may go over a lot of heads. Zod stuff may go over a lot of heads, but Zod always finds a way to win. I feel like this is going to be a close battle. I feel like it's going to be a war. I think Zod, after his battle versus Stiz, he's going to have that extra motivation. I got Primero, man. And if Zod was here, I'd say I got Primero too. I just think Primero needs a win right now more than Zod does. And that might give him the oomph to win because Zod's been winning. Primero needs to start winning more. He needs to be more active. He needs to be but Primero is gay. Yeah, I mean, if he is, whatever. I mean, whatever floats your boat. But I'm saying like everyone's gonna take that angle, and it's not gonna work. But yeah, I have Primero. I'm sure Zod would have something to say about that. Hopefully he comes back. But yeah, moving on. Polo versus Gemini. Polo is the VP. He's a guy that has been improving, and he's a top tier talent. He's the type to take a battle and a battler that he's facing and just talk to his soul and just make fun of him and disrespect the shit out of him. And that's just the way Polo raps, man. He's funny. I think he needs that to beat Gemini. Gemini is a freestyle rapper. They're both freestyle rappers. It would have been nice to have this in the freestyle division, but I think, if it was booked in the freestyle division, it would have been better for Gemini, because stumbles is a thing and choking is a thing. I've never seen Polo choke, by the way, so maybe that's not a thing. But Polo's just a better rapper, man. He's more seasoned. He has more battles. He writes more. Gemini is still learning. Gemini is my boy. I've been working on him for a while now, trying to get him to move the pen. Some of the freestyler guys just can't get away from the freestyle thing, and I think that's what Gemini is going to bring. Hopefully not. Gemini is still learning the battle rap structure and still learning the game, and Polo knows the game, and it's hard to go against him, so I'm going to go with Polo. Last but certainly not least, y'all going to laugh at the name, Madman versus the Cracker 501. The Cracker making his BA.R.Z debut. Man, I've looked at his work and I've looked at Madman's work, and Madman's he's just more talented. He's more structured. He knows the battle rap format. Salute to the Cracker though. He came here from Seth's League. He had enough of Seth's League and came here and he wanted to fuck with the big boys. I think that the Cracker commit because Joey does have those rounds that are just mid. I feel like sometimes they're just beatable, and that's just because sometimes he doesn't put the effort in. I don't think that Madman cares about wins and losses. If he has the time to craft a really good round, he's going to be very good. But if he has the time he doesn't have the time, he'll just do what he does, and it is what it is. He doesn't care whether he wins or loses. So the Crack is looking to make an impact here. He's looking to establish his name in bars. So it's a big battle for him. I don't see him winning though. I'm always gonna go with not always going with the OGs, but if it comes down to certain aspects of who I think is gonna win the battle, I usually nudge towards the OGs. Not gonna lie, a little bit of bias there, but I'm going with Madman. If my math is right, King Stiz, Stigma, that's 2 for the OGs. And I got MoFire winning, so that's 1 for the new dogs. I got Swake winning, that's another 1 for the OGs. I got Antonym winning, that's another 1 for the new dogs. I got MoFire winning again, that's another 1 for the new dogs. So that's 3-3 going into the final 4 battles. I got Rhyme Clops winning, so that gives the OGs the lead. I got Primero winning, so that ties it back up. I got Polo winning, and I got Mad winning, giving it a total of 6-4 in the way of the OGs. That's my thoughts. Will it happen? Who knows? Battle of the night, performance of the night. That's up in the air, man. You never know who's going to win battle of the night. I think when it comes down to it, probably battle of the night's going to be Antonym versus Roach.com. I feel like that's going to be the closest battle on the card. Looking over the card, I feel like those are the 2 top battles, or the top battle when it comes to the card. This is one I'm really looking forward to. I feel like both rappers can win at any time. They all have that one ability to have a room shaker that could take over the battle. They're both well-rounded rappers. So they're kind of on the same level. So that's who I got in that battle. And I feel like that's battle of the night, man. Performance of the night. I mean, MoFire has 2 battles. One's a bangers. One's against D Matrix. I lean towards MoFire. He seems to win a lot of performances of the nights in my eyes. He puts a lot into what he does. He has a very orchestrated. You fuck you, Tom. He's got a very good orchestrated round. He's got a very good structured round. I think MoFire is gonna win performance of the night. But hey, yeah, what the fuck, Antonym? No, but yeah, man, that's who I got. I got the OGs. Body of the night. Who are we going? Is it gonna be MoFire getting the body over Matrix? I don't know. Polo over Gemini. I'm gonna go with Polo over Gemini just because I fuck with D and I can't. My heart. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the predictions. Let us know in the comments who you feel are gonna win these battles. Stigma over Garnet could be one of those battles that's a sneaky it's gonna be an entertaining battle. I have it going one way, but you never know with Garnet, man. I think a lot of people shitting on Garnet for no reason. I think he's fire, but I don't think he's got what it takes to beat Stigma. But I think that's gonna be a really good battle. Obviously the banger battles is hard for me. Smoking Garnet is battle of the night. I mean, that's tough to say. That'd be impressive, honestly. Performance of the night, and it'd be performance of the night, and it would be battle of the night. So yeah, sorry if I'm distracted in the comments, guys. Obviously the shit that just went down, I'm kind of just have an ear out to the window, making sure no more shit's going down. But yeah, we at the time where it's B.A.R.Z Trivia, man. We're gonna play one more song. If Zod doesn't come back, then we'll get right to the B.A.R.Z Trivia. I'm just playing the song just to announce it. I'm trying to think what song I want to listen to and which one's not going to get me a copyright strike. We're going to go with the Swake song because obviously he's on the card, and this seems to be a new one. Oh no, it's 2024, so it's, it's a little old. We're going to play the Swake song. I'm going to come back, and then we're going to get right to this trivia. Trivia is going to be fun, man. By the way, the standings for the trivia content. So I had to add 2 points to Antonym because he sent me a screenshot. Hey, yo, because I can only go by what I see on my screen when it comes to the comments. Sometimes it's out of order. I'm still going to give the 2 points to MoFire, or who was it? To Dismal. And I'm going to award 2 points to Antonym because he did show me a screenshot. So if you do get your answer in before and I got it all fucked up, through the comments, I will award points. Just make sure you show me proof. So right now the standings, Mofire 20 points, Polo 4 points, Dismal 2 points, Antonym 2 points. Lots of time. You know, this is going to the end of the year. So there's lots of times to accumulate points and to win. Obviously, B.A.R.Z Trivia, we go with a lot of old stuff. We're going to do a lot of new stuff too. You know, throughout the weeks, it's going to be harder and harder to find different questions. So if you're a B.A.R.Z vet, hit me up if you got a question I can use in the trivia. Obviously, you can't participate because you know the answer. But yeah, man, like I said, if you do get your answer in before someone else in the comments, take a screenshot. Always take a screenshot and send it to me, and I can correct it. So yeah, we're gonna play the song. I'm gonna go outside, make sure there's no fucking drug addicts, and yeah, we'll get this going. We'll get this popping, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, V, line them up.
I don't know what really happened. Heard the beat and started rapping. I don't know what really happened. Heard the beat and started rapping. I don't know what really happened. Heard the beat and started rapping. Felt the pressure, started mashing. Bandicoot without the crashing. All I'm doing, adding action. Add it up with some subtraction. Dropping fractions in your faction. I'm bombing on them. Panhandle, sunshine, global woman. Florida border, Brooklyn. Killer BB swarming. Heard about the missing cattle. Ain't no beef where I'm going. Swackies never slowing. Blueprint in the forming. Never fade to black. I'm still grilling like foreman. Body bags equal cash. I'ma drive off in the foreign. 24/8 around the clock. I'm steady scoring. Even if a whisper, it's a shout. Ain't no ignoring. There's so many campfires, but there's no torches. Everybody has flow. Well, mine scorches. Bowling point till they all point. Good defense, now y'all point. Grilling me without front. Still standing's my turn. You know I gotta keep it neat. Pass them up, pistol Pete. Fire, spit a number, heat. Back to back, that means repeat. Repeat, nigga. Yeah. I don't know what happened. Heard the beat and started rapping. I don't know what happened. Heard the beat and started rapping. Double R.
I'm back. Salute to SWAT K. I'm sure that song was fire. Didn't get to listen to it. Kind of upset, but had to go deal with some shit still. Yeah, it should be crazy outside right now. So I gotta keep, popping in and out. But we gotta get through this because y'all here for the trivia questions. You know how it goes. Salute to my man Stigma. You get your answer in the comments. You're the first to answer. You get the points. Each question has points attached to it. We have we have 3 questions each night. Each question has different points. Obviously, the harder ones get more points. But yeah, man, let's get straight to it, man. First question. B.A.R.Z has had its first battle December 3rd, 2012. Who are the 2 rappers that faced off in the league? Inaugural battle. Who were the first 2 rappers to battle? I'll let you guys talk. Corn Reese, that is negative. This might be a hard one for some people because a lot of people do not know one of the rappers. Again, and also, so it's for 4 points. I'm gonna put a timer on. I'm gonna do 3 minutes. If 3 minutes goes by and you guys do not have the answer, we will obviously move forward. So yeah, we're gonna put the timer on. All right, check these comments. Stigma. Let me see. I think Stigma's got it. Steez versus Andy Chris. No, sir. I saw one name there. One name is correct. I will give you guys one name is correct. And it's the name that Steez versus Duty battled in the shed. Also on this question, if you can tell me what kind of battle it was, you get an extra 2 points. So a total of 6 points. The name has not been said yet. I will say one of the answers is correct. Steez and McCrazy. The OG got it. Yes, Steez versus McCrazy. For those who don't know, man, McCrazy, I started not even battling. Well, yeah, you can thank him for having this because he started the battle rap. He started the battle rap events in his garage. I started out rapping with him. Triple Threat. Check us out. Old school music back in the day. Steez, I met Steez through McCrazy. McCrazy was a part of B.A.R.Z. He's like the second member. Steez was the third member. And then we started adding, we added Lubes, and then we added Denali. They were in the early days. And then, we got, throughout the internet, those were like and it was text. It was a text battle. And a very cool Timbit for people who don't know, Steez was like 25-1 when he I'm not sure if he's retired. He hasn't really said it, but he hasn't battled in like fucking 20 years. So you never know. But Steez's only loss in the singles division, he holds the record for the longest winning streak. That's like 24-25. I don't quote check me on that one, but I'll definitely check to see what that number is. But yeah, text battle. He said, fuck text battling. We need to move on to video. And that's when we're like, yes, let's do the video shit. And salute to my man McCrazy. If it wasn't for him getting me into rap, giving me the confidence to rap, I may have never fucking done bars, man. So salute to my man McCrazy. Salute to my man Steez. Yeah, man, that's a way back question. A lot of the older questions are gonna be surfacing at the beginning of this because obviously, I'm going back in time. So yeah, Stigma, 6 points, my guy. Just like that, you are second place behind Mofire. Tom Steez is just Tommy B, isn't it? No, it's not. He's about to get fucked up. So, all right. So that's the first question. Congratulations to Stigma, man. That's some B.A.R.Z history right there. He had to dig deep there, man. That's not an easy question. That should have been the last question, to be honest with you. But yeah, man. Tom Steez versus McCrazy was the first ever B.A.R.Z battle. That was December 3rd. I opened the page in December 2nd. That was the first battle I booked. That was our run. That was our trial run. I actually still have a video of the coin toss back in the day. But yeah, man, it was McCrazy. So man, going back, man, it's kind of making me fucking feel a certain way. That's the things are just so much simpler there. You know what I mean? There was less people, less drama. I mean, there was a lot of drama, but it just takes me back. It's cool. It's cool to see how far we've come, man. From fucking 10, 15, 20 members to, we're sitting at almost 13K. So salute to Stigma for getting that one done. Question number 2. Don't mind the spelling too. I had to do this all quick and shit. There are 8 members that are part of the B.A.R.Z Hall of Fame. Name all 8 of them for 10 points. Extra 4 points if you can list them in order from first to the last person being inducted. All right, put some time on the timer. Put another 3 minutes. There's 8 of them. And I'm not going to give, I'll give some clues if it gets crazy. But yeah, man, Hall of Fame, man, B.A.R.Z Hall of Fame. We're going to find out who the next Hall of Famer is going to be this year when the awards finally happen. But yeah, no one's typing in the comments. I know some people might be asking Gemini or asking ChatGPT. But this is a tough one, man. There are 8 members in the B.A.R.Z Hall of Fame. If you can list them all, 10 points. if you can list them in order, an extra 4. So 14 points on the board right now. The chat's very quiet right now. Everyone's fucking trying to figure this out. I love this shit. Yo, the trivia is fun as fuck, man. I'm having fun with this trivia shit. Andy Crisp, Diverse, Ortiz, Guns, Steez, Let Unks Rat. That's all I got. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will say Stigma. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 are in the Hall of Fame that you have listed there. So you're on the right track. Andy Chris, Falcada, Guns, Diverse, Swake, D.A.R.Z, Genesis. D Matrix, nope. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of the 8 right there. Gay boy, gay man. Garnet. Calling them all gay. Swake. No, Swake is not in the B.A.R.Z Hall of Fame. D.A.R.Z is in the Hall of Fame. Now I'm starting to give you guys some leadway here. Ortiz is not in the B.A.R.Z Hall of Fame. Make sure when you put your answer in, put them all together, just so I see them all. We at almost 2 minutes. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes. I'm gonna give you guys 5 minutes to do it. Chrome is not in the B.A.R.Z Hall of Fame. He should be, though. First ever rapper to start in B.A.R.Z and have a successful career in King of the Dot. He didn't battle here enough to be a part of that. He didn't accomplish much in here. Steez is 1. The B.A.R.Z historian is here. Does he know the 8 people that are in the B.A.R.Z Hall of Fame? We're at almost 3 minutes. Get the typing, people. Get the typing. So I will say Steez is in the B.A.R.Z Hall of Fame. He is the first member of the Hall of Fame. MK is not, but he should be. He should be. I agree. There's a lot of names that should be. Ooh, he does know, but he doesn't want to say. I don't know. Is that cap? I might just antagonize him so he gets the question over with. I don't believe you, Swake. Swake is not, but he should be. I agree with that. He may be inducted this year. Who knows? He's got my vote. But do the rest of the committee feel like you do? We'll find out. As soon as we see those 2025 fucking awards, which I gotta get to. It'll drop when the Chronic 2 drops. D Matrix says D.A.R.Z, Genesis, Foul, Guns, Steez, Diverse. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Falcada is not in the B.A.R.Z Hall of Fame. Everyone else in that fucking comment right there is. Steez, D.A.R.Z, Guns, Andy Chris, Diverse. That's 5. You need 8. That is 5 right there, Garnet. You're close. Da Uno is not there. Still missing 3. No one has named one of the Hall of Famers. We are almost at 5 minutes. I will give 1 more minute because a lot of you guys are getting close. But no more extensions. No more extensions. Y'all like mayhem, need multiple extensions. No. Last extension. Like I said, this comment right here, it's not in order for the extra points, but these 5 are in the Hall of Fame. There's one name that hasn't been mentioned. McCrazy is not. McCrazy battled 8 times. He almost won the B.A.R.Z first championship, and then he kind of got sick of it. Some people, that happens. People battle somewhere and they just grow. They grow. We are at 20 seconds. Doesn't look like anyone's gonna get it. 14 points on the board goes to nobody. The answer is, and in order, Tom Stees was the first person to get in the Hall of Fame. Andy Chris followed it up a year later. Back in the day, we only inducted one person a year. Then it was Andy Chris that came in second. Then we decided, okay, we need to start adding more people. Instead of one person a year, let's add 3. The first time we added 3 was Jacob Tyree, RIP. Jacob Tyree, B.A.R.Z judge. You had to be here to really, appreciate what he did for the league. Diverse and Coda Streets Messiah were inducted that same year. And then last year, Genesis, Guns, and D-Bars were inducted. So everyone missed out on Jacob Tyree. No one said, I think 1 or 2 people said Genesis. I should get half points. No, man, can't do that. I want to give you the points, but I just can't. Moving on to the last question of the night, and it is for the big time points. Scannerproof was the first crew in bars. Name the original 2 rappers that formed the crew. 12 points. 12 points. RIP Jacob Tyree. Fucking right. Let's go back to the question. Scandalproof. For those who don't know, Scandalproof was a crew that one of the top crews in bars, probably the first crew in bars. But Scandalproof wasn't a crew at the start. The start of it was 2 rappers, a duo, best friends. Who are those 2 rappers? You and Steez. No, me and Steez were not. Steez was the 3rd member. I think I was like the 4th or 5th member. I'm not going easy on y'all this night, man. I'm gonna reset and give you guys. Hold on. Stopwatch. Stop. Reset. I'm gonna give you guys another 3 minutes. Steez McCrazy. No, McCrazy never really was a part of much. McCrazy had a very short run in bars. There you go. We got it. Lubes and Denali. Rory McCarthy, a.k.a. Charlie Lubes. Dave Vanderberg, Denali. A lot of you new guys would have not able to get that, but that is correct. Swake gets it, man. Swake, congratulations. That is 12 points in your direction, my guy. The answer, Denali and Charlie Lubes. So 12 points for Swake. And just like that, Swake is in 2nd place. The B.A.R.Z historian has entered the building, man. Congratulations to Swake. Mo Fire, he's not in the comments. He dropped the ball. He must have forgot about fucking trivia night. But yeah, man. Salute to Denali and Steez. Salute to Lubes, McCrazy. It's always cool to hear those names again. That, like I said, that was the foundation of what bars started off, man. If it wasn't for these guys, I may have not enjoyed what I was doing. If Steez, McCrazy, Denali, Lubes, Swake, Andy Chris, Blizz, HD, if these guys weren't a part of what made bars so special at the beginning, who knows if I would have continued to do this. So salute to those names. Those names are fucking legendary. Those names are monumental to what this league is. It's really what kept us going. So salute to everyone that took place in trivia night. I'm gonna try to do this every week. As weeks go on, it's going to be harder and harder and harder to get different trivia questions. Like I said, if you can get me some trivia questions, definitely. And I'm talking to you, Mr. Swake, Mr. B.A.R.Z historian. I need some questions because I know you know a lot of stuff, and I believe everything that you say when it comes to this stat shit, especially in other divisions. And I got a not the best memory, so certain things are going to be a little bit harder to remember. But yeah, so much has gone on in 13 years. It's hard to pinpoint everything. All I know is what I know and what I have done as a league owner and what I have hosted as a league or division GM. But yeah, that's the trivia, man. We almost done the podcast tonight. We still have Ask the CEO. My man Zod did not come back. I'm very upset with that. It was a really cool interview though. Definitely, if you're watching right now, definitely scroll back and check out the interview I had with him, because it was cool to touch base with him and to do all bars MC of the year. Yeah, we could do that. I have a list of it. That's one. There's a lot of them. 13 of them. It's a lot of names. That's a lot of names. So we're gonna do Ask the CEO quickly. I'm probably not gonna have any face-offs tonight, just with the way the night's been with the bullshit behind me. I gotta go deal with some more bullshit. But Ask the CEO, and then I'm gonna call it quits for the night. Let me just go to the page so I can pull it up. There we go. All right. Ask CEO, we here. Mofire is asking predictions on all the battles from you and Zod. Guns versus Ruthless. I haven't gave my prediction on Guns versus Ruthless. That's happening very, very fucking soon. I got Guns. Guns has had Ruthless's number, so I can't see it happening any other way. And I don't feel like, I mean, Guns could show some ring rust, but I don't see it, man. He's too good of a rapper. You know what I mean? I got Guns easily. We just did the predictions for all the cards, or for all the battles on the card. And a banger tournament. Again, I have it going Mo Fire and Swak in the finals. I'm gonna lean towards Mo Fire. Just the momentum of that guy is just too much. But hey, who knows? Swak has been the bangers champion before. He could do it again. Polo saying, out of all the rookies who has the most potential to get on the live stage, easily Mo Fire. I think a lot of them could get on the live stage. I think that Primero would be really cool to see go live. Antonym to go live, he can do it. That would be exciting. Joe Piff would be cool to see who goes live. If he can have the brain capacity to memorize, he can do it on a video, but can he do it in a room? He might have already done that. But yeah, man, I do not see, I mean, our rookie class is not the biggest right now. Beware would be fire live. I think a lot of them could do it, man. There are very few. No ring rust, bro. I know. That's the only thing that's going to stop you from winning that battle, bro, to be honest. Stigma versus Garnet. That's in the comments. That's from Garnet. Definitely, I got Stigma, bro. Nothing against you. Prove me wrong. I want to see it. D Matrix is asking, when is B.A.R.Z next live event? There's a lot of speculations. There's a lot of talk. I have a lot of connections. I definitely want to do a couple this year. I talked with Steez and Madman doing some kind of 2MG show and a live battle rap event somewhere in Barrie again. That's in the works. It's a matter of just sitting down and working out, ironing out all the ins and outs of what needs to be done. Tanner out there, down east, I would love to do a show out with him. That would be fun. So that's kind of been thrown around. Polo in Chicago has always thrown the idea around. He just has to commit to it. My man Zod, we can go back on the rooftop in New York. Lots of options. It's a matter of just sitting down and being like, and then with my work schedule right now being in summertime and roofing is kind of like the busiest time for roofing. I feel like, it's possible. I don't have the time, but I can definitely make it happen. Definitely in Chicago and New York, with, Zod and Polo doing a lot of the footwork. But as for in Canada, it definitely can happen. I just got to find a time, you know, fall, winter, depending what the pockets look like in the winter. If we get the right sponsorships, we definitely can make it happen. So definitely, if you're looking to sponsor, we still have sponsorships open for OGs versus New Dogs. You can have your commercial 30 seconds at the beginning. You get your logo on the flyer. We're going to be dropping the full flyer real fucking soon. It's a matter of just Polo getting it done. Salute to my man Polo, man. He did all the footwork for this event with the flyers and stuff. I didn't have the time to do it. Thank you for stepping in and helping. Trying to get through some of these questions. Who do you see as the biggest under? This is from Monica. Who do you think is the biggest underdog on the OGs versus New Dogs card? It's got to be you, D. It's got to be you. It's going to be you or Garnet as the biggest underdog. But, you know, being an underdog does not mean you don't have a shot. Everyone has a shot any given Sunday. Primero, no, not even, I wouldn't say Primero is an underdog. Gemini is a clear underdog against Polo. I think he's the worst, not the worst underdog, but the biggest underdog. I think Monica has a better shot at beating MoFire than Gemini has beating Polo. Predictions for the awards for the year after hitting us the halfway mark. That's from MoFire. I would love to get, like I said, just time, man. I'm lucky enough to try to do these podcasts. I have all the information I need to do for the awards. I just have to tally it all up, package it the right way, get the graphics made, and then we could possibly do the fucking awards. I definitely got to get it done. Trust me, guys. I'm really trying to get it done, but you know, time and just finding all the fucking time to do it and orchestrate it properly. I don't want to. Crack is another one. Crack is definitely another one that could. But yeah, I'm gonna call it quits. There's some noise outside, so I gotta go deal with that. But thank you everyone for tuning in. Definitely had a great show. I obviously was distracted in this one. We may have another podcast. Make sure you tune in Wednesday. Full disclosure, I'm sure D's gonna try to have some face-offs. You already know that podcast is lit. But I gotta go deal with some other shit outside, man. So it's your boy Tommy B signing off once again. Much love. I love y'all. Everyone stay safe. Hopefully I can be safe tonight, man. So salute to everyone. Let's go. It's bars, bitch.